Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we're mailing it in for Christmas Eve. My name is Justine Mays. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Bo Cumberland, Luke Otero, and Linda Modica.
Hey gang, what's up?
Hey everybody.
Hello. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Here we are, Christmas Eve. We are on the doorstep of Christmas Day, so fun stuff. We've got this show to do, last one before the big event, and very much looking forward to it. Linda, you said there's something you wanted to talk about on this day. You know, we kind of throw the format out, so what do you got for us?
Yeah, so I want to know if you guys can tell me about what was a hot toy when you guys were growing up, and if you guys asked for it and how you went about getting it, your parents, Santa Claus, because I have a good story, but I can put it in there later.
Okay.
Good question.
Yeah. I have two, I think they're pretty funny items that I wanted for Christmas. These were the big Santa Claus items. One was Stretch Armstrong. I was like 8 years old or 7 years old or 6, I don't know, whatever it was. And I just had to have Stretch Armstrong, and every one of my friends had to have Stretch Armstrong. That was the big thing, and I got Stretch Armstrong, and it turned out to be pretty lame, really. I mean, it wasn't like the commercial where they were having fun and doing wrestling stuff and all this. It was just lame, So yeah, that was a disappointment. And the other one I got, I had to get a tape recorder because it was just unbelievable. You could actually, record your own voice in this thing that was just like a box. That's all it did. It just recorded and play and stuff like that. And man, I thought that was going to be so cool. And I did get that. And, my dad got me some tapes, and then, hey, these are important and they're expensive. And he was like, don't just put anything on these. It's got to be, good enough to be on here. And I ended up, really I don't know what lives up to that as a 8-year-old or whatever I was. I didn't know anything that I could do to come up with that. So I kind of abandoned the tape recorder pretty early on too. I was like, what do you do with it? My dad was like, don't just put junk on there. Come up with good stuff. I was like, I'm an 8. I don't. Everything I got is junk, I guess. I didn't have him listen to it, and it was.
But he didn't tell you that you could re-record over it.
No. He was just like, you got to do this, and he took one of my tapes because he said on there, and I don't know why he did it. He did. I always say it was like a robot voice. He said, so he hits record, and he's got a brand new tape. He's like, hey, I need one of these tapes, kid. Give me the. So he puts it in. He's like, what are you doing? And he records it, and then when his friends call, he's like, listen to this. This is not me saying this. This is recorded. So he'd rewind it and play it, and he'd call his buddies, and they'd laugh and that. It was, again, it's crazy to think about now. Our phones can record our voices,
that was the threshold. That was what is worthy of putting on there. So you
Right?
should.
Yeah, yeah. My dad, he kept that tape, and he was like, I need this one." That was an example of something that was worthy and of that. And the "What are you doing?" tape. That's all it had on there. So it was like a 30-minute tape on one side. You flip it over, another 30 minutes. We had like 8 seconds of "What are you doing?" And yeah, he was like, "I got to keep it." And they had a little thing you could bust it out so you couldn't record over it. He busted that out, so
Oh,
you
yeah.
would just be able to keep
The
that.
tab.
Yeah, the little tab. He knocked the tab out, so he had that on permanent. The old "What are you doing?" So yeah,
He must have foresaw that you were going to be a podcaster,
Yeah, no kidding.
yes, yeah, yeah. Those are good memories for sure, but they're also kind of weirdly odd.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So there's so much we have with the technology that we have that we carry around in our pocket. It's unbelievable compared to somebody like me that was born in the '60s. What we had as kids. It's
Yeah.
crazy to think about. So, yeah. What about you, Bo? You
So
any great gift that as your kid?
one of the biggest disappointments of my childhood was in the early to mid '80s when breakdancing was like a big thing. If you watched all of the breakdancing movies, they all
Uh-huh.
had like a big boombox on their shoulder with
Sure.
speakers and like a tape, cassette tape in the middle.
Yeah.
And all I wanted for Christmas one year was like a two speaker boombox that I could put, 18 D batteries in and
Right.
like
Yep.
5 minutes. But so Christmas came and my parents were so proud and I opened it up and it was a little bitty boombox with one speaker on like the left side and then a tape player. It just didn't it just wasn't at all what I wanted.
Yeah.
So I had to act, I had to act like I appreciated it and whatever. But all my friends got the big ones, and some of them even had the ones that like the speakers would come off, and they had, you could. And I got the little crappy one with one little speaker.
Right. Right. Yeah. Well. Okay. All right.
Uh,
Luke, how about you,
well,
man?
um, I asked for and I received is the GI Joe.
Oh, with the kung fu grip.
Yeah, but I should have been more specific, and I wanted the talking GI Joe, and
Right.
so
Oh.
I got the one that just was just there. But nevertheless, I got the talking one later on for my birthday, and was a month later, so I really couldn't complain.
Okay.
And then one that I really wanted and I didn't get for immediately was I don't know if you remember those radio controlled little airplanes.
Yeah.
Well, I kept asking for one and kept asking one. They said, well, you're not going to play with it. I said, you don't know that.
Right.
But so I got one and got it up in the air. It crashed and that
That was it for it, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing how Christmas could be that way back in the day. Yeah. You
Yeah.
get your plane, you crash, you're like, yeah, I'm done with this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Justine, how about you? A memorable Christmas gift.
So I have three that stick out in my memory. The first, only one of them I actually asked for. The first one, when I was 5, my grandparents got me one of those like life-size dolls with like the hair.
Those are creepy.
So my brother, who's 8 years older than I am,
Uh-huh.
we went into my room and he got the doll out of the box for me.
Was it called
And
Mr. Marbles?
No, it was a female doll. So then he told me to lay down in the box.
Uh-huh.
And then he slid me back out to the living room and gave me back to my grandparents to take home.
There you go.
whoa.
Nice.
You can have her. There you go.
And then also from my grandparents, I didn't know about the Cabbage Patch Kid craze. I didn't ask for it. But my grandma did get me a Cabbage Patch doll for Christmas one year. and she fought a lady at Kmart for it. And the other toy that I asked for and wanted was Teddy Ruxpin.
Oh, Teddy Ruxpin. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are my 3 memories.
That's your
Significant toys from my childhood.
Yes. I got one that doesn't involve me as the recipient of the gift, but my kid one year. Her big Santa gift was she wanted a guitar, and I thought, oh, I'll get her a nice acoustic guitar, and so we get her the guitar. It's ready to go. It's all set up. As soon as she goes to bed, it's going to be slid underneath the tree from Santa. It's all ready to go, and we have my parents come over on Christmas Eve, and that's when we do our family Christmas stuff. So my mom and dad came over, and Kat, it's time for her to open the gifts, and of course, there's gift exchange between us and my parents and stuff. But the big thing is Kat. Kat gets stuff from my parents, and she opens up a gift, and she goes crazy. It's a fucking guitar. This is fucking like 8:00 at night on Christmas Eve. Nothing's open. This is my big gift for her, and she runs over. She's got like this Dear Santa, and it has like 3 things that she wants, and she takes a line and just crosses through the guitar, and I'm like, fuck. This is what there's no backup here. There's no. What am I going to do? Run to 7-Eleven and come up with something? So. Yeah, she was so excited. My parents, and she wants to start playing and all that. I'm like, this is, I just start downgrading the car. I start picking it apart. That's like a toy. Grandma and Grandpa bought you that. That's just that's not like a real guitar like they play in a band. That's just, oh, this is great. I can play. So the next day I was like, oh, look, Santa got you a professional guitar. There's nothing I could do. It was like 8:00 at night. Oh, I was so pissed at my dad. Because he wants to be the big hero, and he got her. He was like, "That's what she wants. I'm getting her the guitar." And I was, I had nothing other than that. So she got a double guitar one year. By the way, she also gave up on that, just like everything, like all the stuff we talked about. She ended up not wanting to be a guitar player, even though she had 2 guitars. So yeah. Yeah. I wish I could say she became, one of the most famous guitar players in the world, but no, that's not the case. So,
well, I went to 7-Eleven and got her like a year's supply of Slurpees.
So Steve, you played second fiddle to your dad.
I know. Yeah. He got me good on that one. Because I was like, I don't know what to do.
I feel like all grandparents do that, though.
Yeah.
Because I feel like my dad wants to outgift for my nephews.
Yeah.
Like, they just want to be the cool
yeah.
one.
My dad definitely did that with Kat. Again, I've got 2 nephews now, but at the time, she was the only grandkid. I mean, she ruled the roost. So, and then she was right there, whereas my nephews live in Alaska. So, yeah, Kat had it really good with my dad, for sure. So. She can get whatever she wanted out of that guy.
That's right. That's what grandparents are for. And I am one. And and do I overindulge? I probably do.
I feel like that's what my grandparents were too, because all of my cousins lived on the other side of the country. We were the only ones that were right there. So, I mean, would my grandma fight for a Cabbage Patch Kid for my cousins? Probably not.
Right.
But because I was here, like, that's what I got. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Very cool. So, Linda, you asked the question.
Yeah. Mine was the Cabbage Patch doll, and it was insane. It was 83. Like, people were dying over this stupid doll that does nothing at all. But my mom, it was going to be from my parents because there was no way it was going to be from Santa Claus. My mom, I think she called 3 different stores, and it ended up being like Service Merchandise is who came through with it. But it was like the craziest thing I've ever been through in my life. So we had to go there after closing. We had to pull around the back and go to the loading dock. And they were being loaded off the conveyor from a truck, and then they throw them in bags, and then we had an armed guard escort us back to the car with them, and you get what you get and you don't throw a fit, like type situation.
How'd you do? Did you get a good one?
I got a boy and a girl. Yeah, they were good.
Okay.
I was fine. I was happy with it, but it was just the craziest thing to me.
Sounds like a drug deal.
Yeah.
I still have both of the ones that I got.
Really?
The first one that my grandma got me, and then I don't remember if it was my birthday or the following Christmas. My parents got me one, and then my mom still has an original one in the box, like
Oh, wow.
never been opened. Sits in the top of the closet.
Do you also still have Mr. Marbles?
I don't have Mr. Marbles. Who is Mr. Marbles?
It was a doll on Seinfeld.
Doll.
It was a doll on Seinfeld. He, Kramer, and Jerry switch apartments.
Oh, yes.
And Jerry hears this weird, rustling around, and he was sure it was this doll, but he couldn't catch it moving or anything. And Kramer's like, "What do you mean, Mr. Marbles? You're afraid of a doll?" It was this creepy ass big doll. That was
Dolls are creepy.
Oh yeah.
I was picky about the dolls that I got.
Okay.
When I was little, because they're creepy.
Yeah.
Mm.
There you go.
They come to life in the middle of the night.
Exactly. Check out Mr. Marbles. Yeah. One time we had that with Kat. She had a room upstairs, and I thought I heard scurrying around, and then I go out and I hear scurrying around like somebody taking. I was like, shit. And I literally said, Mr. Marbles, because that's what it sounded like. It was from the show, and it was the kid, but she was hiding because she didn't want me to know she was out of her room. For some reason, she was up in the middle of the night, just scurrying around. So yeah, that was kind of creepy.
My cousin and I, who are the same age, our grandma on my mom's side made us clowns.
Oh.
Yes.
And she made all of the grandkids, and there's like 14 of us on my mom's side. She made us all clowns. And my cousin and I his sister is 8 years older than him, and my brother is 8 years older than me. So we were all staying at my aunt's house, and they made us watch Poltergeist.
Oh, yep, with the clown underneath the bed.
They made us watch it.
And
Take your eyes open.
My cousin and I were asleep in one room, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and he's like pacing back and forth across the room. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, the clown is watching me. And then he's just started screaming bloody murder. Wow. And so I went home and immediately buried my clown in the bottom of my closet.
Okay.
And I still don't like clowns to this day, and I'm 48 years old.
Do you still have that doll?
No, I have no idea where it's at.
Okay. Fair enough.
That one I did not keep. Cabbage Patch Kid, yes. Clown, no.
Okay, fair enough. All right, on that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? I'll go first. Leopold Brothers 3-Chamber Rye. How about that? 115 proof.
There you go.
Let's see what we got here. All squeak, no pop. Not a lot going on there. Luke, you're next.
I've got Willet's new Purple Top. It's a small batch, 4 years old, and they just released it.
Okay.
Across the country.
Okay. Not a lot there either. We'll say he's got the lead. He didn't have any squeak like me, so he's got the lead, but it's wide open right now. Justine, you're next.
I have a distillery pick from Neely's, and this is Bourbon and Steel.
Okay. Oh, all right. Justine, once again, apparently has her settings right, so she's got the lead. Linda, you're next.
I'm going to do Eagle Rare.
Okay, that was a weird noise in there. We'll have Tim investigate that. That didn't sound cork to me. That sounded all Linda, but we'll see. We'll have him get on this. All right, Justine still has the lead. Bo, you're next.
Well, she's going to win because I have a bottle that I picked up when I was in Colorado from the Public House, which was a restaurant, but they had their own house bottle of rye.
Okay.
And it's a screw top.
It's a screw top.
All right, Justine.
What is on that label?
Is it a pig? Oh, well.
Yeah.
Or is it a bear? What is that? It's a pig.
Pig. It's like a
It's like a pig to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
It looked like a pickle at first.
A pickle.
Because it's green.
It's green. Green, yeah.
So it was a if I remember right, it's a barbecue joint, but they had their own barrel
Okay.
pick. It's
Fair
a
enough.
delicious bottle, by the way.
Okay. Cheers, gang.
Here's Justine.
Cheers.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be continuing on with Christmas Eve. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
Go away.
There's nothing on it.
I hate having him up here.
I hate you.
You're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back. Today on the show, we're mailing it in for Christmas Eve.
Yes, we are. So it's Christmas Eve. No one can come up with a topic. So we're going to go to the box. Let's see what we got here. I'm just going to draw one at random. Let's see here. How do you think your best friend would describe you to a complete stranger? All right. Luckily, my best friend's on this video or on this call, so we might have her answer that. So, Justine, how would you describe me to a complete stranger? We'll know exactly. Right from the horse's mouth. There you go.
Claims he's an introvert, but really not.
Uh-huh. I'm a fake introvert, you feel?
Huh?
You think I'm a fake introvert?
No. I think you're, what do they call those? The introverted extrovert?
Okay.
Which I kind of think I am too. That's probably why we get along.
There you go.
Because we will do
What we have to do.
extroverted things
Yeah.
if we have to, but then it takes us a while afterwards
To recharge.
to recharge our batteries and want to be around people.
Right.
Although I feel like I get way longer to recharge my batteries than you do.
Yeah.
You get like an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how Steve does it, but
I don't either. I mean, especially like this week when you're in the shop all by yourself every day. You don't have Darren there as a buffer. And then you come home and then you have to get up and do it again the next day.
Right. There's
Like,
times
recharging look like?
I just, during the day, I just want to sit down and watch one of my sovereign citizen videos on YouTube. And I'll start it, and they'll just be getting good. The police will approach the car, and then here comes somebody walking in. And I always have to be like, I'm happy. I'm good. This is what I want. I'm in the business, and the customers
Right.
walk in. I got to put myself back in that mode. But I'm like, damn, I just could use the time to just watch a damn video. So, yeah. So there you go. Linda, what would your best friend tell a stranger about you?
No idea. So I'm an introvert and I never leave the house, probably.
Okay. You're an introvert that doesn't leave the house.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But I don't know. I have a lot of fun with my best friend, but it is true. I usually want to hang out at home.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Luke, you are not an introvert. What would your best friend tell a stranger about you?
He's very outgoing, very giving. Just, I guess, an all-around good guy.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah. Well, that's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate. I'm definitely not lying about that. Bo, your best friend.
Really
What would they say?
have a best friend,
Uh-huh.
but I have some pretty close friends, and one of my pretty close friends would get in the elevator and tell the people in the elevator that I have an awesome IMDb page.
I would always be like, do you guys realize that's Bo Cumberland right there? I'm like, check him out. Check out his IMDb page.
And that same good friend of mine would not help a brother out when his pants are falling down.
Because that's gold material there.
Exactly.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
when we shut this down, if you'll hang on for just a minute, I got a story about that. I got to tell you.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. We want to hear that. Justine, what would your best friend say about you? If they had to describe Justine Mays, what would they say?
I don't know. What would you say?
I mean, I would say Justine is a very kind-hearted person. She's, really, really a great individual, cares about others. She is introverted, and I think that people may not understand how great of a person she is because when you're introverted, people who are extroverted read that as, oh, they're not nice, or they weren't very open, or I met that person, they didn't say a whole lot. And I think that I'd be like, hey, you need to give her a chance to open up to you, to warm up to you. But when she does, that's kind of the best type of friend you can have, is somebody like Justine May. So yeah.
I would also add, once you do get to know me, I am very sarcastic. Very sarcastic.
Very sarcastic. Yes.
Sarcasm
All right.
is a love.
And very literal, as
Very-
Steve will
Oh, yeah.
yell at me numerous times
Right.
when I try to
I'm not literal at all. And I
No,
also,
after the story, like when Bo was driving down the highway and Steve would say 100 miles an hour, and I would say, no, he was only going 65.
right. She stops a good story to correct the detail that no one's like, I wonder if he's really going 100 or it's actually 60. Yeah. So, yeah. And what people don't realize about a good storyteller, it's true, even though you're like, this detail isn't true. It's true because it's from my perspective. It's how I see it.
Right.
Talk to any police officer or any judge. You ask the same eyewitnesses, what is your version of the story? And it's all going to be different. It's not going to be exactly the same. It's just people have a different perspective of the exact same thing as it's playing out. So it doesn't mean that you're lying. It just means your perspective's different.
But
Yeah.
I feel like during that particular, I don't remember, were we trying to meet McNew, or she was going to beat us somewhere? It was like the three of us
Uh-huh.
going somewhere. I don't
We
remember
were-
where we were going.
We were going to, I think we were going to Neely's, but we were in Louisville, and McNew was going to meet us back in Louisville, and we kept going towards Neely, and we kept saying, we need to turn around. And Steve was like, no, just keep going. And we were like, the further we go out of Louisville, the further away we're getting, and we're messing this whole thing up. And Steve was like, "No, just keep going, just keep going, just keep going." And I was like, "Fine, fuck, whatever." Just, but
Well,
we
then
were,
I remember we met up with McNew in Louisville,
yeah,
and we were stopped at the stoplight, and she was walking across the street.
Right.
I blew the
She
horn
was
at her,
right
and she
on the horn. Yeah,
Didn't she give you the finger when you blew the
Yeah.
horn? Yeah.
I think so,
He
yeah.
looked over at us, gave us the meanest scowl ever, and flipped me off and kept walking.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't
And
know.
that's after
Yeah.
I, along with Justine, convinced you to turn around and drive 30 miles back to Louisville because we were already 30 miles closer to Neely's.
Yeah, I kind of remember that. I don't remember the details of that story. It feels like that was a key moment, though. Bo and I used to argue quite a bit, and then that felt like that was our last argument ever, which is a good thing. I don't think we've argued since.
I remember that. I just think we used to argue like it. I never was really mad at. I did get mad at you, really, really mad at you one time, but I thought it was just kind of
What did I do when you got mad at me?
banter.
Do you remember?
Okay. The one time I got super mad at you,
Okay,
we were filming for
I kept talking.
no. We were filming for
Your pants fell down.
what's the one where like you brought up just random topics and we would talk about it, and Justine and I were paired together.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And so-
yeah, what was it called? Bourbon something.
Bourbon reminiscing. Bourbon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say
So-
random. but
Watch
I'm
that, by the way. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's
So
very good.
Justine and I were paired together, and we were the last ones filming that night.
Right.
So it was like 10 o'clock that night. We were at the upper part of Bourbon's Bistro, and we were filming, and we got to like the close to the end of our talk, but your friend Justine was running the camera, sitting behind the cameras.
Oh,
You-
Carrie.
Carrie.
Yeah.
So she motioned to me and she said, "Hey, this camera quit working because we had filled up the card with film, with
Right.
footage." And I said, "Okay, well let me stop and I'll turn it out." And you were like, "No, we're done." And I was like, "We're not finished." And you're like, "No, we're done." And I was like, "What the hell?" I was like, I'm not through talking. You're like, "We're done." I was like, "Okay, we're done." And we were supposed to do something that night. We were supposed to go
We didn't do
somewhere.
it. Yeah.
I was just like, "Fuck it, yeah, we're done." And we went back to the hotel to change, and we were about to go somewhere else. And I just laid down and went to sleep. And
Okay.
if we're done, we're done.
We're done. We're not doing
All
anything else.
right.
I don't
Yeah.
But all
remember
the other
that
stuff,
part.
do what?
I said I don't remember that part, probably because I was really drunk at that point in time.
Yeah.
I just remember us having to go after Bronner,
Jason and Webrink. Yeah.
and that was the hardest thing because they were so fucking funny.
Yeah. They were
And I
perfect.
just remember laughing so hard that whole
Yeah.
time they were
Because it
filming.
was like an old comedy duo because Webrink was a straight man. He was the guy, answering things seriously, and Jason was just out of control. It was hilarious.
Jason started the conversation already, like,
Right.
yeah.
It was
Yeah,
it was
to this
intentional.
To
Yeah.
this day, I don't know why you were like, "We're done, we're done."
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
I
know.
don't know if you were just ready to leave or I don't know.
Probably. I don't remember. I don't.
Steve doesn't remember.
I don't remember anything. So yeah, I don't remember why I was just done. So I'm not sure. But so
All right.
I
Yeah.
thought all of our other stuff was just kind of like funny banter stuff.
Right.
Everybody thought we were like two grumpy old married men or something. It was like,
yeah. So we did good. If we only had one thing where you really got mad at me, that's not bad. I'm not that easy to get along with. So
you got really mad at me that one time whenever
what did you do?
when I used the bathroom.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because he goes in, he destroys the bathroom. He leaves the lid up, which is I don't like that. We're in society. We can put the goddamn toilet down. It helped me in my life though. I don't split rooms with people anymore. I do my own room no matter what. So just whatever the cost is, we just have to do that. We just got to figure out how to make the finances work because I'm not going to split a room with anybody anymore. So yeah,
I don't blame you.
yeah.
That's
So
how you get along.
yeah.
Here's the question.
Okay.
Eggnog or no eggnog?
Eggnog, Team Eggnog. I like eggnog. Yeah, I'm a fan. So,
Yeah, actually,
Conker's eggnog.
Bronner's eggnog, yeah.
yeah, it's pretty good. But Lucas, when you posted your eggnog recipe, Steve,
Yeah.
a couple of years ago, he makes it every year, and it's pretty damn good.
It's good stuff, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm team eggnog.
Team Eggnog, okay. Well, Linda, what about you? Eggnog?
No egg.
Oh,
Oh.
there it is.
There it is. There it is. All right.
There's a flaw.
Yeah. Bo is another one who doesn't like eggnog. At least he always said he did, but then he drank Bonner's and he seemed to like that.
Yeah, so the funny story behind that was I was filming with Jason Bronner, filming for this little episodic thing that never really took off, but we did one episode,
Right. I was there.
and yeah, he was there, and so we're tasting through a flight. I'm tasting through a flight with Jason, and Jason says, "I got one special surprise for you." Again, this was around Christmas time. I got one special pour left for you. And he reaches down behind the counter and pulls out a bottle of eggnog. And I was inside, I was freaking out because,
His little bead of sweat just came down his.
in all fairness, I never had it before, but eggnog does not it sounds horrible. Like
Okay.
milk and raw eggs and just,
Sure.
it just sounds horrible. So he's like, I got my eggnog, and I'm literally inside thinking like I'm gonna throw up on the camera. It's gonna be horrible, and the Jason's gonna be offended because blah blah blah. It's just I'm just going crazy.
He never tells Jason any of this, by the way. He just
You know what?
here, thank you for the eggnog, sir. And starts drinking it. And luckily it worked out, right?
Yeah, I didn't want to be like that guy that's like, no, thank you. I don't drink.
Right.
But I was like, okay, how am I gonna hide my like vomit face? How? And then I took it. I was like, holy shit! Why have I not had this?
Yeah. It's good
This is
stuff.
delicious. I will say this, it probably helped that his was the first that I tried because when you buy like the commercial little
Yeah.
distilleries, their versions aren't nearly as good as, so it helps that his was the first that I tried.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, Luke, I assume you're an eggnog fan?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good
Like
stuff.
Lucas makes it, and every year he uses your recipe. So
Very cool.
yeah.
Very cool. All right. So, one more question. I've got this from the box. This is a fun one. I'm very interested in this. Would you rather be invisible or read minds? You can have one or the other.
Ooh,
I think this is good. I think this is a good question.
that's hard.
I 100% would rather be invisible because
Why?
here's the thing.
Okay.
Heather has this thing that she does. If we're talking to somebody on the phone, you know how you'll be talking to somebody on the phone and you think you hang up and then you set your cell phone down and people can
Right.
still hear you talk.
Sure. Yes.
There have been times where we have been talking with someone, like on speakerphone, and they think they hang up and they don't. And Heather wants to listen. And she's like, just let's listen and see what they say. And I'm like, Heather, you don't want to do that. Because if they happen to say something that,
Right.
you like, you can't do anything. I mean, you can either just pretend like you didn't hear it or you can address.
Right.
I don't want to know what people think about me. Like, I don't.
Okay. You don't want to know.
But to be invisible would be kind of cool because you can go places you're not supposed to be, and
No. Here's why that's the wrong answer. You got to be naked. You got to be naked. You're walking around. You still have masks, so if someone bumps into you, they can feel your nakedness. You don't want that.
No,
The
yeah, but
Invisible Man used to always have to peel off his clothes. He'd undo the things and all that, and he had to strip off his clothes. You got to be naked.
What if it was modern Invisible Man where his clothes are invisible too?
That's a game changer, but that's not how invisible works, though.
How do you know?
Because I know. I saw the Invisible Man many times as a kid.
Have
Yeah.
you seen the more
No,
modern?
because that's not real. That's all fake. I mean, the real Invisible Man is, that's how it's
That's AI.
That's AI. Yeah.
you can use your invisible hands to cover your invisible junk so nobody touches it.
Well, what if it wears off though? In the middle, you're
Well,
walking
you're
down New York.
invisible, so you can see where the people are at, and you can avoid them
And it doesn't
Well,
wear off.
touching you.
no, but you feel like you'd bump into them. I mean, I don't intend to bump into people now that I can see and they can see me, and I still bump into people sometimes. Yeah, it happens, and I'm dressed.
Like if you were invisible, then you could. I mean, obviously not if you're like talking to somebody on the phone,
Right.
but if you were invisible, you could have the best of both worlds because then you could hear what people say behind closed doors and be invisible.
That's true.
Yeah.
I just think if you think somebody doesn't like you or you think somebody talks about you behind their back, that's one thing. But when you hear it, if you know, like if you hear the things they say, I just think that's something you can't come back from.
Yeah. Well, to Justine's
So-
point, you might be picking up some of that stuff anyway because
Yeah,
you're invisible. They would be like, "Oh, that fucking Bo Cumberland. What a pain in the ass that guy is." And you're just there.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Then I could punch them and they would never know where it came
It's
from.
true. It's
Right.
true.
Or trip them,
Yeah.
push them down the stairs,
Yeah.
something, smack a bottle over their head.
I would definitely read the minds. That's what I would do. I mean, I'd have to. Yeah.
I think I would choose invisible.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think there's any, like, if you can read minds.
I think there's so much nakedness involved in invisible. Number
Oh.
one, you're naked. Number two, everyone's using it so they can go see other people naked. I mean, if all of a sudden I can be invisible, I'm like, where can I go in and see Kate Upton naked? How can I make this happen? You know, my whole life is then dedicated to that. I don't want that. I just want to be able to read minds and just be done with it. Yeah.
But what can you do with that? Like, if you read minds.
Seeing
what-
Kate Upton naked? Oh,
No,
No,
no.
you can read minds. What are you going to do with that information
oh,
other than possibly feel shitty?
No, I feel like in negotiations it would help in business. It would help, when you get somebody on TV saying, "Hey, this is what we're doing," and that, and we're like, "No, they're not really doing that." That's
But I don't really feel like you can read the mind of somebody who is on television. I feel like when you read minds, like you could be in the same room with them.
mine doesn't. Mine applies over airwaves too. So,
Yeah, well, my invisible person has clothes, so there.
huh. I don't know. I just, and the best thing was, I may have that capability right now because I would never tell you guys. Like, you could be thinking the worst things about me, and I'd be like, okay, I would just keep that. I would, because once you tell, again, there's no putting that back. I can be like, hey, I can read your mind. I know what you're actually thinking about me.
If you have a superpower, you're not going to tell anybody.
Right, exactly. I would never tell.
Duh.
But other people do. It's just like if you watch Survivor, they always say, I got the secret power. I got the whatever. They always have to tell. And I would be like, I would never tell any of that stuff. It takes away from it. Linda, what would you do?
Survivor has a secret power.
I would rather be invisible because what other people think of me is none of my business.
Yeah, but it goes back to you're going to hear that stuff because you're walking around naked and they don't know
I
you're there.
know.
So
Why are you walking around with clothes on?
Yeah.
one of the two. Either way, they can't see you, so they're going to be talking about you. Maybe. Yeah, it could happen.
I think we have an unhealthy expectation of how much people just talk about us when we're not there.
Right. We have main character syndrome going on here. We think
Yeah.
everyone just talks about us. Yeah.
We're in the mall and people are just randomly talking
Right,
about.
yeah. Look at that guy. Take a look at that guy. Luke, what would you be invisible or would you read minds? As your Zoom guy.
Yeah.
The Zoom user would be invisible. Yeah. Yeah. Invisible.
Invisible.
4 against 1, we win.
Or against one.
Yeah.
Sure.
You said it was the wrong answer, but we all four picked it.
Yeah, I do. I think it's not well thought through. I think as soon
I
as you
can
get that,
I can already read mine, so it's
well, that's true. Yeah, I feel like I do a good job of that. I feel like I have the ability to judge people. That's kind of
Right.
reading their minds, right? Or playing
Yeah.
cards. That's kind of trying to read their minds, right? So yeah, you do develop some of these skills, So
What if
yeah.
they have the world's best poker face?
Who you?
No, I do not.
Okay, I was going to say.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what if the person that you're playing cards with, you're trying to read them, and they have
Yeah, but it's also not all about being a good poker player, quote unquote, reading their mind is you have to watch tendencies too. When do they raise? Are they raising because they have something good, or are they raising because they want to bluff? And what times do you think that they're bluffing? There's so much things that go into being a good poker player. It's not just I think I know what they have in this hand or anything like that. It's picking out people's tendencies and then lasering in on them. It's like, oh, he just did this. This is what he's probably doing. That's just good poker. By the way, I am your current bourbon industry poker champion, so I can talk with some level of expertise here, having just won at Bourbon's Bistro like a week ago. So yeah.
Yeah. Did you take him to the cleaners, Steve?
I did. Yeah. Jason knocked him out in a blaze of glory, and so get down to the last man standing was Bernie Lubbers, and then then it was down to got him out, and then it was just me and Mark Carter, and so I'm the champion, so it's cool.
Were you able to ask Bernie Lubbers how long they're going to be doing the decanter series of?
He says it's still going. I don't. There's no end on it as far as he says. So
Yeah,
I would assume he would know. So
yeah, they just released the fall 25 one. So
right. Did you ever get the VVS, the very very special one that they just came out with this one?
No, I did not get that one. I got the previous red label.
Right. Royce has an extra one. You should talk to him. He got two. Yeah.
I will talk to him then.
Yeah, because he got one through the thing, and then he won one at an event he went to. He was like, "Are you shitting me? I got two of these things." So yeah, he should be able to help you out if you got one. So
all right, I know who I'm contacting.
That's who you want to talk to. There you go. All right, on that note, we're going to wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Linda, we're going to start with you. Where can people find you?
Linda Monica across all socials.
Walking around naked, invisible. Yeah.
With clothes.
Strolling around?
With
No.
clothes.
I just got a text in, and it said that it confirmed that you do have to be naked for the invisibility to work. So all of you guys are strolling around naked. Bo, how about you?
I am on all the socials under my journey through the American spirits and bourbon Watch, and my invisible left hand is in front of my junk. My invisible right hand is in front of my back junk, and you can't touch them.
All right, Luke, how about you?
You can, first of all, Merry Christmas to everybody, and have a good one. But you can find me on LinkedIn and on Santa Fe Boutique Wines on Instagram.
There you go. Justine.
You can find me on Instagram at JA_Maze.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, that thing's abvnetwork.com. Check that one out. Everything that we do is out there. Also, come by and see me. The ABV Barrel Shop. We are online, abvbarrelshop.com. You can sign up for our email distribution right there. Main page, abvbarrelshop.com. Justine, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. Also, if you like what we're doing, please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right, that's going to do it for today. We'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow on Christmas Day. We're working on Christmas Day. How about that? Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a good one. Hope you enjoyed some fun, mindless humor today on the Bourbon Daily. See ya!
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you're in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.